every social media, gentle the Yahoo, gentle the Yahoo. And as if it is a new thing. It is not a new thing. This is a long time prophecy. But first and foremost, I say shame to our leaders. Shame to the leaders of Nigeria. It is a very big shame to our Navy, our military, our Air Force, our DSS, our police force, our security agencies all over Nigeria, our immigrants, that this kind of thing is happening in Nigeria, that this kind of thing is happening in northern states, that this kind of thing is happening in southeastern region of part of Nigeria. And they are busy pampering this kind of, I don't know how to put it, occultically evil nature of insecurity. As if some people are benefiting from this insecurity of a thing. I was busy listening to Gentle Yahoo video he made. He was so bold, so proud to mention the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma. Do you know why I don't want to defend that? Even if Hope Uzodinma is innocent, they deserve every allegation, they deserve every blame. Because right from the top down to the bottom, everybody is corrupt. Everything concerning Nigerian systems, they are all corrupt. Our leaders, everybody, they are all corrupt. Every common Nigerian, all of us, we are all corrupt. Nobody is prepared to change. Whatever they are saying, if you enter this ear, now so you go take come out. Nobody wants to change. Everybody is just out for what he or she will achieve. We have how many ethnics in Nigeria? Only one tribe that have been ruling Nigeria, Fulanis. And if you ask our Hausas, they will tell you that they will tell you that they are different from Fulanis. That Fulanis are different from our Hausa. And I will begin to ask myself, what is happening in Nigeria? If Nigerian system of government, if our economical system is very good, how can we have insecurity in Nigeria? Somebody that called himself a freedom fighter, that he's fighting for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. By the way, the Hausa guy, I don't know if it is Nasarawa or which place, he's carrying dagger, carrying magazine, carrying weapon. They are pleading to him to accept their apology and retrieve his massacring, his assassination, his attack. They are begging him. And if you see how proud, how pugnacious he was, how proud he was carrying ammunition all over his body. But a man is being held under the SS custody for more than 3 years now for doing nothing. Now only so talk as I they talk, now the man so the man they talk. And if you watch closely what Gentle the Yahoo was saying, being so proud to mention Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, that he wants to use them to achieve his agenda, evil agenda of insecurity, of attacking his enemies, of one or two negative things. You find out that there is a point there. There is a point in that thing that he is saying. Now, that Hope Uzodinma promised them that he's going to give them oil well or oil block or whatsoever. Being so proud to call Hope Uzodinma an evil man. Now, this is a long time prophecy, a long time prophecy. When the warning was coming to our leaders, when the warning was coming to our leaders, that time there was no Boko Haram, there was no Fulani herdsmen, there was no kidnapping, there was no assassination, there was no organ harvesting, an early prophecy of 1996, 1997, that our leaders should sit up, that they should forget all about this road project, pipe-borne water, electricity of a thing that they are doing, that is pretense, that they know what they will do. Nigerian economical system will sit up. Nigeria will sit up. Now, Nigeria has collapsed. And this the same prophecy came about from oil boom to oil doom. Look at an economical booming nation. Nigeria, the giant of Africa, have now collapsed. Insecurity everywhere. They are now pleasing the terrorists of the Northerners. Pleasing them. I don't know what to call it. Giving them amnesty. Repented Boko Harams here and there. And you are telling me, putting them in the military force. Reviving them. I don't know what they want to use that to achieve. And you are now you want to tell me that this is not a choreographic movie. We are watching movie, yo. There's a script that has been written about Nigeria. That's from the Fulani to Yoruba. The only mistake they made was that after the ruling of Yoruba, they mistakenly put Yaradua there, because Yaradua was not held accountable. He died on that seat, and the good Lord Jonathan was being sworn in. And let me tell you, the same man that from his mouth all the prophecies was coming out. Abacha was prophesied that he would die. Yaradua was prophesied that he would go to medical treatment, that he will not come back alive. All this thing this man was saying has come to pass. Has come to pass. Look at the dreams of Chukwuemeka Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu. Look at the way children have hijacked it because of hunger, because of economic meltdown, because of hardship, because of one or two things. They now turn their freedom fighting of a thing, all the bushes. Our children are now living there. Everybody's master on their own. No control of any there's no control of any person again. Every person, one day you will see somebody will stay in the bush and announce Republic of Imo, Republic of Enugu, Republic of Nasarawa, Republic of Kanu, Republic of Kaduna, and our leaders will still be sitting in the Senate. Gentle the Yahoo. And some people are trying to cover it and say, hey, please, at a point, he sent somebody to know what they are complaining about. The guys that were they are covering themselves with the agenda of Biafra and freedom fighters. From there, they started doing bad things. Going for robbery, hijacking people, doing organ harvesting, hijacking being car trackers, tracking cars, kidnapping people. You pay ransom before they release the person that have kidnapped, raping women in the bushes. You see that husband and wife, that military husband and wife that was going back to their parents. The girl is from Imo. You see what gentle the Yahoo did to that two people, the husband and the wife. Killed the husband before the woman, and we are many multitude of them raped the woman. If you see the video and see the fear in the eyes of that woman when her head was being cut off, her breast was cut off, her private part was cut off after messing her up, after raping her several times. And if you see the video, if you see what is coming out of Gentle Yahoo's mouth, if you see the abominable statement that he was dropping, somebody that claims that he's a freedom fighter, an agenda that has been hijacked politically, and our leaders is trying to tell us that IPOB is terrorism, ESN is their terrorism, and Boko Haram, they are not terrorists, Fulani herdsmen, they are not terrorists. The man that that guided himself with ammunition and the dagger and whatsoever, that one is not a terrorist. So they can call for peace talk. But Mazen the Khan is in detention. Can't you see that they are afraid of Igbos? They know what they are doing. They don't want things to be right. They have been so possessed with this corruption that it is very, very sweet. They are benefiting so much from it that they doesn't even want to leave it. Any person that wants to bring an agenda of change, they will look for a way to capture that person and to hijack that person. Look at our whole butches. Our parents, they have left their home. Houses is being burnt. Umuaka, Okigwe, around this Zuogo and the rest of them is no-go area. Houses has been burnt. Likewise, like other places. That is why I'm beating governors that say that no insecurity case should be announced in their states. And he has gone around to warn all the radio stations not to announce any insecurity case. If any person tries it, that person will be arrested. And these days, they are now attacking men of God from the pulpit. If you are talking, they will look for a way to silence you, or start giving warning, or tell the bishop of that congregation or that district to warn you not to talk, that you should keep silent. They will look for a way to attack you for you to keep quiet. We would have not been just walking around, if they listened to prophecy of Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka years ago. Prophecy was coming. This prophecy was coming. And the prophecy is still coming that we have not seen anything, More hardship is still coming. More perilous time is still coming. More organ harvesting is still coming. More human trafficking is still coming. More kidnapping is still coming. Hey! More terrorism is still coming. Are you telling me all these governors that are getting security votes that they don't know what to do to make things right? But they are getting allocation, they are getting security votes. All the whole bushes is filled with terrorists. All the whole bushes is filled with kidnappers. He will use the name of IPOB. He will use the name of Biafra. That they are agitators. They are freedom fighters. Without knowing that they are high-profile criminals. And these people, they are people that are sponsoring them. Now, who are those sponsoring them? That is what Father Mbaka has been crying about. Who are those sponsoring these people? What are they telling me? What are they saying? People are behind these people. Both individual and governmental personnel are behind these people. Let us not pretend as if nothing is happening, Because it will come to a time, it will not even be safe for you to live in the township. Neither it will be safe for you to live in your village. Because they are taking over all the forests, They are taking over all the farmland, Before they say it's full and enhancement, Now these are now the agendas of Igbos in order to keep Mazin Namo the Kanu stand still in custody. In order to blackmail him the noir. In order to kill that agenda of IPOB of 18, of freedom, of referendum. Look at what we are experiencing. Somebody will come out, a pure terrorist, and claim that he's a freedom fighter, wearing military legalion, wearing military coat, carrying arms in his two hands, coming out without his face being closed, making a live video, posting, telling the government what they want, giving warning to the governments. And they are not saying, some people are saying, asking questions. If the Yahoo, if he's dead, let them show them evidence. As if it is a hard thing for the Nigerian government to do, or the military. What is holding the DSS to announce that Gentle the Yahoo that they said that was apprehended? This is the situation. Or this is the Ozuya. We heard that he had been pied. No Ngola. Man, where is the evidence? I saw a few minutes ago that they are still looking forward to hear from the military military that Gentle the Yahoo, what happened, that he had been pied. What nonsense. Everybody is comfortable in their own comfort zone. Nobody wants to know what is going on until one day you go to your hometown and you see that kidnappers, terrorists had taken over your house. They are living there. You go to see your Igbo Obodo. You find out, you go to see your king. You find out that your king, they have been apprehended. They have been turned to slaves. And the house of the king has been taken over by unknown gunmen. That time, anya sayin chanine. Anya sayin chanine. Because our leader, they are pretending There's something that Gentle the Yahoo knows. And he has started exposing them. He has started calling their name. That is why they looked all way around. They could not find what they could do. They tried to call his attention back. He said no. Because he made an open video a few weeks ago. He was saying, and you people are now trying to fight him back. With all his juju, with all his charm, so with all his native doctor, with all his pot of charm, with all his itogunine. If what we are hearing is true, because there's nothing impossible in Nigeria. That guy can still be alive. And they will bring another corpse. And just put up a costume to make you to understand that this is Gentle the Yahoo. And fly him away. What happened between Delegiwa in the time of IBB? So, if this will be a lesson to our leaders, so it's not all about appeasing the terrorists. So it's not all about appeasing unknown gunmen. In the north, they will appease them and beg them to drop their guns. In the southeast, they will be killing them. Southeast are terrorists. Southeast are kidnappers. Southeast are killers. But in northern land, they are not killers. They watch it for them to be appeased. For them to have round table meeting. We know what we are doing. The leaders of Nigeria, they know what they are doing. They are up to something. They are up to something. And I know that one day Allah will arise. God will arise. And he will speak and fight for his children.